Man, forget the Lions. I actually have the Giants winning.
All right, yeah, let's cut this video. Like, I'm good to stop.
Right, yeah.
We're talking about organizational malpractice.
These are the next 5 Super Bowl champs, according to ChatGPT. In 2025, ChatGPT has the Kansas City Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. I had to laugh.
No, I have nothing to say. I mean, it's there's no argument. They're always in the Super Bowl. They're the new Patriots right now.
Yeah.
It's just predictable. It's expected. You have an elite quarterback who could potentially take over what Tom Brady did.
I think they'll be able to reload a little bit on offense.
We'll see what else they add, but even if they don't, Tom Brady won with not much at receiver in his twilight years with New England.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Pat Mahomes is, again, under 30 years old. I can't dispute this. Let's just move on. Like, I can't say anything about this.
No, this next one's actually wild. In 2026, ChatGPT has the San Francisco 49ers winning the Super Bowl.
Okay, yeah, nah.
That's out of pocket.
Let's go ahead and throw this
That's out of
away.
pocket.
They just traded Deebo Samuel, which was definitely more of a financial thing for sure. But if you're counting on Brandon Ayuk to be your number 1 receiver, I have a lot of question marks. If you're putting this upon Christian McCaffrey's health, I have a lot of question marks. If we're putting this upon...
If you're putting this on Brock Purdy.
I was getting there. If we're going to put this on Brock Purdy to be the guy that gets them over the hump, I get they got to a Super Bowl with them, but he didn't win. And that's because they're going to run into a buzzsaw that is Kansas City. But now they have to worry about the Eagles, who are going to be a dynasty potentially, or at least trying to get in the way of things. Minnesota's a good team. Washington's a good team. Detroit's a good team. Now, I think they're all better than San Fran. I'm out on this shit.
ChatGPT says they're in a great position to take the title, especially with the potential of a healthy Brock Purdy or a new QB under center.
It left it open-ended. That means we don't know about this guy.
But that's also to the point. Brock Purdy is game manager. Shanahan doesn't make him do anything crazy. Get the ball down the field, keep the drive going, and we're going to score. And they still went to the Super Bowl. They don't need an elite quarterback to go to the Super Bowl. They have all the other pieces. I think they could still make it, and they could still win. Their window is closing, but it's not closed.
I don't know. I'm really ready to shut that window. Especially they're losing pieces on the other side of the ball too. I know we're kind of focusing on Brock.
Who did they lose?
Drake Greenlaw and somebody else who I'm kind of blanking out on right now. Another linebacker. Either way, like, it is the Shanahan system, and I can give you credit for, yes, literally Jimmy G was in this system. They also went to the Super Bowl. Literally.
Right.
Run the offense, don't mess it up, give the ball to Christian McCaffrey or whoever else is our playmaker. That's been the scheme. So I could kind of give them some bliss there, but the Shanahan offense is centered around McCaffrey. This is the guy that we're expecting to take us to the promised land. Just like I talked about Saquon's longevity and or possibly lack thereof, the running back position is pretty brutal on the body. Will McCaffrey still be elite? Coming back from yet another potential season-ending injuries or whatever nips and bruises he could have at that time. I'm kind of out on this. I'm not feeling this one.
In 2027, ChatGPT has the Buffalo Bills winning the Super Bowl.
I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad at this one at all.
I have no argument for it.
I'm not a Josh Allen guy.
I guess, somebody got to play that guy, and we have to ask ourselves, can they get over the Mahomes-shaped lump on the way to getting to the Super Bowl? Can they beat the Ravens? Can they beat the Bengals? I mean, they could definitely break through. Maybe this is one of Josh Allen's MVP years, too.
Yeah, I mean, look, young receivers, they're going to learn more, right? So they're going to get better as time goes on. Josh Allen's obviously an MVP, but he's going to stay elite. I think they'll finally get over the hump. And to your point with the Ravens, like, Lamar's resume playoff-wise isn't that great either.
Nope.
I mean, I guess they do beat the Bills, but, like, at one point, Josh Allen's going to get his get back.
Yeah.
So I think it's valid.
It's inevitable.
I think this one's valid.
I'm cool with that.
In 2028, ChatGPT has the Cincinnati Bengals winning the Super Bowl.
I mean, I'm not mad about this either. Statistically,
I would actually love to see it.
It's obvious.
I thought they were going to beat the Rams.
But I'm surprised the Lions weren't mentioned at all.
Yeah. As deep as we're getting in this list now, the Bengals and Bills have one on the board, but I kind of have a problem with the Ravens not being also in this slot. Because Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen are kind of in similar situations, at least in terms of the roster that's built around them, in my opinion, where there's not
and the teams they have to face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I know they beat each other up just to get to the AFC Championship game and then eventually the Super Bowl, but the Bengals and the Bills getting one, I kind of got some beef with. Also, Sai, you're definitely 100% right too. No Lions. What about the Vikings? What if JJ McCarthy's a saint?
All right.
Hey. I had to get a plug. They have some of the best weapons in the league.
We all got our plugs. Yeah.
Yo, anything's possible. JJ McCarthy could come out hot next year.
Nah, dog. I don't think so. We got to see him play.
Yo, the Vikings had Sam Darnold and said, nah, what we've seen from JJ in the practice facility is enough for us to say, Sam Darnold, get out of here.
You know what?
Come on.
So, like the point that you made about Brock Purdy earlier, where he was literally just placed in not to mess things up. There's way better weapons, I think, in Minnesota as a collective. Like where JJ McCarthy got a lot of toys, where he could be the biggest kid in the playground to figure things out.
In 2029, ChatGPT has the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl, bringing it full circle. 5 years just to end up where we started. ChatGPT cites the depth of the Eagles as a reason why they'd win, which honestly, I can get behind that. It's a deep team, especially on the defensive end.
We see it all the time in basketball, especially where there's a young up-and-coming team that kind of fizzles out, and it's like, oh, well, we got to trade James Harden to the Rockets. And it's like, you just traded away an MVP. Like,
I was thinking the same shit.
I could see Philly ended up doing the same thing. Like, Nakobe Dean's expendable.
But the fact that the lines weren't mentioned at all is absurd to me.
Man, forget the lines. I actually have the Giants winning.
All right, let's cut this video. Like, I'm good to stop.
Right,
We're talking about organizational malpractice. We're talking about the Giants. Like, come on, dog.
Talking about organizational malpractice? Not the game.
Not practice. Organizational
Talking about
malpractice,
not the game. Oh, man.